All content on this channel is for entertainment and informational purposes only. We report on publicly available news and verified sources. Opinions expressed are those of the creators and do not constitute legal or professional advice.
Welcome back to Urban Tea, where we bring you the latest stories, the real facts, and the truth behind every headline in the entertainment world. Today, we're diving deep into one of hip-hop's biggest ongoing stories, Sean "Diddy" Combs. From chart-topping hits and business empires to legal battles and time behind bars, Diddy's journey has taken dramatic turns. And now, federal prison records have officially revealed his expected release date. What happened to one of hip-hop's most powerful figures? What's life like for him now? And when can the world expect to see Diddy walk free again? Let's break down the full story, right here on Urban Tea. Sean Combs, better known to the world as Diddy, or in earlier years Puff Daddy, is one of the most influential figures in music history. Born in Harlem, New York, in 1969, Diddy grew up during a time when hip-hop was just starting to rise from the streets into the mainstream. In the early 90s, he founded Bad Boy Records, a label that would go on to define an entire era. Under Diddy's leadership, the label launched the careers of some of the most iconic artists of the time, including the Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, 112, and Mace. By the late 90s, Diddy wasn't just a producer. He became a performer in his own right, releasing hits like I'll Be Missing You, a tribute to Biggie Smalls that went on to top charts around the world. He built an image of power, success, and luxury, someone who worked hard, partied harder, and seemed untouchable. But as time went on, Diddy's name became attached to more than just music. He expanded into fashion, alcohol, television, and media, building an empire that Forbes once estimated to be worth nearly $1 billion. Still, the same fame and influence that made him unstoppable also put him in the spotlight and eventually under the microscope. For years, rumors and allegations surrounded Diddy's name. Former employees, ex-partners, and industry insiders occasionally came forward with claims of abuse, manipulation, and misconduct, but nothing ever stuck in court. That all changed in September 2024. Federal authorities arrested Diddy following an extensive investigation that reportedly involved surveillance, witness testimony, and digital evidence. The charges shocked the entertainment world. Transportation to engage in prostitution, a serious federal offense. Diddy maintained his innocence, but the case quickly gained traction in both the media and the public. For months, he was the subject of constant news coverage, documentaries, and social media speculation. When the trial finally began, the courtroom was packed. Cameras weren't allowed, but every day new headlines detailed witness statements and the government's case against him. After a long legal process, Diddy was convicted and sentenced to 50 months in federal prison, just over 4 years. Many called the sentence light, considering the nature of the charges, while others said it reflected a man with no prior criminal record and years of community work. Either way, the verdict marked a turning point. One of hip-hop's most powerful moguls was now a federal inmate. After sentencing, Diddy was transferred to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, a federal facility known for housing both high-profile inmates and long-term detainees. For a man used to luxury penthouses, private jets, and exclusive parties, prison life was a complete contrast. Sources close to Diddy say that at first, the adjustment was difficult. He reportedly spent long periods in isolation during intake, as authorities were concerned about safety risks given his celebrity status. Over time, he settled into a routine: early wake-ups, strict schedules, limited communication with the outside world, and carefully monitored visits. But life behind bars hasn't been peaceful. Reports claim that Diddy was recently targeted in a frightening incident when an inmate allegedly tried to attack him in his sleep. According to an acquaintance who spoke with the Daily Mail, the inmate placed a knife to Diddy's throat, but didn't harm him. The source said the move was likely meant as intimidation, a warning, rather than an attempted killing. Prison officials haven't confirmed the report, but the story has spread widely, raising concerns about Diddy's safety while incarcerated. Now to the latest update, the official release date. According to records from the Federal Bureau of Prisons, Diddy's projected release date is May 8, 2028. This means that from now, he still has around 3 years and 7 months left to serve. However, there's a chance that Diddy could be released earlier. Under federal guidelines, most inmates can qualify for something called good time credit. This allows prisoners who maintain good behavior and complete rehabilitation programs to serve 85% of their sentence instead of the full term. If Diddy earns those credits, his release could move up to sometime in late 2027. As of now, there's no sign of disciplinary action against him, which means that earlier date could be possible. Still, the official paperwork lists May 8, 2028 as the day the Bad Boy founder walks free, a date many fans and critics are already watching closely. Of course, federal records tell only part of the story. Diddy's legal team hasn't stopped fighting. His attorneys have filed multiple motions, appealing certain aspects of the trial and challenging parts of the evidence. There's also talk of pursuing sentence reductions through prison programs, including education and rehabilitation initiatives that qualify inmates for earlier release. But one of the biggest rumors floating around social media recently involved a possible presidential pardon. Speculation began after a few online posts suggested that former President Donald Trump was considering pardoning Diddy. The rumor quickly went viral, with fans debating whether it could really happen. However, the White House released a statement soon after, firmly denying the claim. A spokesperson said there was zero truth to the rumors, adding that the president is the only one who decides pardons, and that no such discussion had taken place. So, for now, the only path to freedom for Diddy lies through good behavior, appeals, or a successful reduction request through official channels. Even though he's behind bars, Diddy hasn't completely disappeared from his family's lives. He's known to have a close relationship with his children, and according to reports, he's doing his best to stay connected despite strict prison rules. Recently, fans were moved when word spread that Diddy sent an emotional birthday message to his youngest daughter through a Build-A-Bear teddy bear. The bear contained a voice recording from Diddy wishing her love, strength, and a reminder that he was thinking of her. The moment went viral online, showing a softer side of the man, whose public image has long been surrounded by toughness and confidence. Family members have reportedly visited when permitted and maintained contact through calls and letters. According to insiders, his children have been a major source of motivation, helping him keep faith and focus while serving time.
Life behind bars is more than just following schedules and staying safe. It's also about mental strength. Sources close to Diddy report that he's been using his time in prison to reflect on his life and career. He's been reading extensively, focusing on personal growth, and reportedly engaging in spiritual practices. For someone who has always thrived in the public eye, this level of isolation can be challenging. But insiders say Diddy has been maintaining a calm and composed demeanor, adapting to the routines and rules of the federal system. His attorneys also note that staying focused and disciplined could help with good behavior credits, potentially reducing his time served. It's clear that Diddy understands the importance of patience, a skill he's had to rely on throughout his career, whether building bad boy records or navigating high-profile legal battles. While Diddy adapts to life inside, safety remains a major concern. The knife incident reported at the Metropolitan Detention Center highlighted just how vulnerable high-profile inmates can be. Prison life is filled with power dynamics and tension. High-profile celebrities like Diddy are often targets for intimidation or attention. Friends and insiders stress that the incident was a scare tactic, rather than a serious attempt on his life. However, it demonstrates the reality of prison life. Even someone as influential as Diddy is not immune to danger. Diddy reportedly keeps to himself, avoids conflicts, and focuses on routines that prioritize safety. His ability to remain calm under pressure is consistent with the public persona he has maintained for decades: confident, composed, and strategic. Fans, peers, and the industry have all been following Diddy's story closely. On social media, reactions are mixed. Some fans are supportive, expressing hope that Diddy will learn from this period and come back stronger. Others are critical, questioning whether his reputation can recover after a high-profile conviction. Inside the music industry, many colleagues have remained silent publicly, likely to avoid controversy. Those close to him privately express concern about his safety and well-being while serving time. Diddy's legacy as a music mogul and entrepreneur has always been influential. Even now, discussions about his empire and impact dominate panels, podcasts, and news outlets. His case also reignited conversations about accountability, celebrity privilege, and the justice system, a topic that continues to resonate in hip-hop and beyond. Before prison, Diddy was more than a musician. He was a business powerhouse. His ventures included fashion brands, beverage lines, television projects, and tech investments. Since his arrest, some of these businesses have paused or distanced themselves from his name. This includes limited media appearances, canceled partnerships, and a general quieting of his public presence. However, his influence remains. Many in the industry acknowledge that Diddy shaped modern hip-hop and created opportunities for countless artists and entrepreneurs. Even during incarceration, analysts suggest that Diddy's brand recognition and influence could allow him to rebuild once he is released, though public perception may take time to fully recover. Beyond prison programs and good behavior credits, the question of legal avenues for early release continues to intrigue fans. Some speculate about potential appeals, sentence reductions, or even extraordinary measures. While rumors swirled about a presidential pardon, the White House officially denied those claims. As of now, the legal path for Diddy focuses primarily on appeals and federal regulations that allow for reductions based on behavior and program participation. These options may slightly adjust his release date, but at this moment, May 8th, 2028 remains the firm, official timeline according to federal records. Many fans and industry insiders are asking the same question: what happens after Diddy is released? Diddy has always been known for reinvention. Whether as a producer, performer, or entrepreneur, he has repeatedly returned from setbacks stronger than before. A comeback would likely involve careful public relations management, strategic business moves, and a focus on rebuilding trust with fans in the industry. While speculation is high, one fact remains: Diddy's legacy as a cultural icon cannot be erased, no matter the challenges. Looking at Diddy's journey, it's a story of rise, fall, and potential redemption. From a Harlem kid dreaming big to a global music mogul, Diddy reached the heights of fame and fortune. But his conviction and time in prison serve as a reminder that no one is immune from legal accountability. May 8th, 2028 is not just a date on a calendar. It represents a potential turning point. Will Diddy return to the industry stronger, wiser, and more strategic? Or will the years behind bars reshape the trajectory of his empire permanently? Only time will tell. So, there you have it, the full story behind Sean Diddy Combs and his journey from hip-hop icon to federal inmate, with a release date set for May 8th, 2028. We'll continue to follow his story, report any updates, and bring you the facts as they unfold. If you want the latest on celebrity news, updates on music icons, and all the stories that matter in entertainment, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Urban Tea. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay tuned, stay informed, and keep sipping that urban tea.